All right, the November state of my galaxy. This is kind of difficult because I don't feel like much really happened this month. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'll try. I guess for one thing, it's sort of cool, would be this. So we have a thing that we do in our guild. It's called a bounty, and it has to do with getting characters up to a certain relic status for territory battles. Most specifically, the Rise of the Empire, because as you go through that event, you need higher relic characters, A, to complete the battles, and B, to complete the area that you deploy. I don't know what it's called. Let me just go take a look at it. Be easier than trying to describe it. I don't know what they call this crap. So A, the battles, these individual things, combat missions, and then this. What's this called? Kessel operation? I don't know, but where you fill in these. So obviously as we get higher up, you need relic 8s. As you can see, relic 8, relic 8, relic 8, relic 8, relic 9. But that's because that's the requirement. So the guild sets a bounty. It's usually one. Sometimes once it was 4. There was 4 bounties we had, but usually it's 1 or 2. This month, I think all it was just Koth at relic 8, which was announced, I don't know, maybe last week, and I completed it right away because my Koth was relic 7, and I was working on saving up materials to get Riva to relic 9, so I had the materials to go to relic 8, so I just did it, because usually we get a $20 crystal as a crystal package as a reward. So anyways, he was waiting until December 1st, which is now today, before he gave out bounties, so I got it today. And it looks like just those two, Drewski and me. And then it says on receiving the last bounties, because the reason for them being possibly the last is this guy, Minnie Flint. He's the one that does the bounties. He pays for them and everything. He's also kind of like a whale. I mean, look at his GP. I think he's, 13 million. But he's going to be quitting the game in January. Because of all these terrible changes that CG does, and he's just sick of it, just like everyone else is sick of it, but I guess he's just really sick of it. I would assume as somebody who pays real money in the game, it probably does affect you more than a free-to-play. You know what I mean? A free-to-play player, you're just dealing with the nonsense, but if you're actually paying money, and this is the trash you're getting in return, it's gotta be really frustrating. So that's basically what's happening. He's gonna be quitting in January, so that's why this would be the last bounty. December, that's it. Unless somebody else picks up the mantle and continues on with bounties, but probably not. So yeah, I guess that's one cool thing. I got one of the last bounties. I've actually gotten quite a few bounties over the years too. I got this one. Not over the years, over the last year. I got this one. I got the one for Veers. I got the one for Jedi Consular. I got one for Veteran Smuggler Chewie. And I think there was one other one that I did, but I was too late, so I didn't get the bounty for it, but I still completed the dang goal. So, not bad. Anyhow, that's why now I have 1,808 crystals, because, I did spend a little bit right here on a Tarpals and a Phalanx. Those were each 320, so that's 640 right there that I spent. But anyways, as far as the normal stuff... So, third sister, I don't know if she was Relic 8 last month. If not, I got her to Relic 8. And she's staying up here favorited just because I plan on a bunch of things. I plan on, A, getting her to Relic 9 slowly over time. Obviously, this stuff down here is going to take forever to build up, but as I get that, then I'll have that. And B, I do want to get her Omicrons, which obviously that's going to take forever too, with this stupid change of galactic challenges. Second thing I did was Gungan Bombardier. He's up to Relic 6 now. Obviously working towards Relic 7. But the good thing is you only need to be Relic 5 to meet the requirements for Jar Jar. So technically I have 2 of the requirements met now. Him and Boss Nass. In the meantime, I started working on Tarpals just because he's super close to 7-star, so I'm like, might as well do it. I mean, he's at 98 now, but at the time of me doing this, I think he was only at 91. Yeah, he was only at 91, so I was like, it's super close. I'll have him to 7-star within a day or so, possibly even, at this point, it's 11:53. And my new day happened, well, my bonus energy and all that happens at noon. So, very well, I could get him to 7-star just by one of those packs, you know, buy one of those things from the shipments like I already did earlier, and boom, there he is, 7-star. So yeah, he's currently 7-star, gear 9. All he needs is the usual, this nonsense to go to gear 10. We'll get there. Sun Fac, I got up to relic 5, and then I stopped because that's when I started to work on Gungan Bombardier. So my plan was, after I'm done Gungan Bombardier, just getting him to relic 7. I was going to go back to Sun Fac, but we'll see what happens with Tarpals. I'm sure Tarpals won't be relic status, so that will buy me some time to finish off Sun Fac. But for now, that's kind of the plan. Oh, I also got Seer Junda up to gear 12 this month. I think it was this month. This is slowly in conjunction with the requirements for Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I'm slowly working on that one, as well as basically Jar Jar, but I'm only working on the Gungans for this current raid. I figure they might be a good option to have. So, but at the same time, you know, you need to have those other 4 so you can unlock Jar Jar. So I'm working towards Jar Jar, and I'm working towards Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, but with more emphasis on Jar Jar at this time. I think when it comes to Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, what do I even have? Just 2 of the requirements met, Seer Junda and Tarful, I think. Oh, I have 3 of them. What's the other one? Oh, Marin. Cool. As far as regular Cal Kestis, I still gotta... Oh, he is 7-star. Okay, I didn't think he was. So that's cool. I have him at 7-star, and House Saw. Oh, he's 7-star too. Good. Alright. So this could be a pretty quick thing if I just kind of focus on them, because they only need to be gear 12. But like I said, my focus is Jar Jar for now. So doofus with his thumbs up. I'm thinking after I'm done Jar Jar, my goal before for the longest time was to unlock him. So I might go back to focusing on him. It's just these 2 aren't done. I know they're not. Kyle Katarn's not, and Darth Talon's really far away. I mean, 25 out of 65. She's only 4-star. But I might do the same strategy that I've been doing with my Gungans to get them beefed up. So what I'm doing is, at the start of the day, I spend 300 crystals to buy energy, and then I use that towards relics. And then throughout the day, any bonus energy and all that, I use it towards farming. So once I'm done with the Gungans, I might jump over and start focusing on him again. Her, as you can see, I have no progress. She doesn't really seem that cool, but she seems decent in, like, I think it's Grand Arena, so that's why I've been kind of interested in unlocking her, but I don't know. I'm just saying all this stuff because I'm thinking I need to start focusing on characters, like, other than GLs that I can unlock. There's a whole bunch in here that I don't have. So get Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, I'll have him at least get, you know, this one would be 2 of them, so that's good. Add Starkiller and Jar Jar, then I just have her over there. And then over here, well, these I really can't control. Balin, well, actually, Balin you can control, right? Yeah, it's just a lot of work, because these are all marquee characters and stuff. Oh, Balin Skull's event is weird. It's just one battle, and then you unlock them? I was also thinking about trying to start working on maybe like the Leviathan, but as you can see, that's a lot of work too. So I don't know about that. I was also thinking about this one because this one's a lot closer. I have 10 out of 14, but again, it's still relatively speaking a lot of work. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just focus on characters and not ships. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still waiting on my Executor to be 7-star. Isn't that ridiculous? I've been working on this thing for how long now? I just need the event to come around one more time, and I'll finally have it 7-star. So that's why I'm also not too interested in working on other ships. On one hand, I'm like, I guess the sooner I unlock them, then the sooner I can get them to 7-star. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh, this is just a boring, long journey. Speaking of ships, I don't think anything really happened in here. Ooh, I am getting close to unlocking this, though, which would be pretty cool. I just need to get Malgus a little bit more beefy than just Relic 3, which I do plan on doing. It's just I'm working on a whole bunch of other stuff in the meantime. But yeah, as far as these other ships go, I don't think anything's happened. Yeah, everything's exactly the same, basically. Punishing One is a pretty decent ship. I do need to get more shards for it, but it's not farmable yet. But I just realized, Dengar, I forgot Dengar was the pilot. I kept thinking this was like one of those pilot list ships, but it's Dengar. I could work on Dengar a little bit more, get him to at least relic 7. That little bit boost from him would help the ship as well. That's an idea. I don't know. Yeah, ships seem to have stayed just about the same. I don't think anything happened regarding ships. So anyways, back to characters. I went on a weird little tangent there. Tarful's at relic 1. I don't know if I hit that last month. I'm pretty sure I hit this last month. But I'm just going to call it out again just in case I didn't. So I got him the relic 1. Obviously, I'll take him to 7 over time. I just don't know when with all the other stuff I'm working on. Let's see. Poggle. Did Poggle hit relic 1 last month? I think so. But Poggle's one that I kind of want to get beefed up too, just because he has that Omicron, and even though the Omicron's for the whole team, at the end of the day, I still see it as, well, it's on him, so it makes sense to get him beefier. We got Luminara up to gear 12 this month. Luminara was kind of just, I don't know, she's a goofy situation. One, it's because she's used in the battle for Naboo, and I hear, like, for strategy reasons, she's a good leader to use. Kind of sounds funny using her, a good option as her as a leader, but I guess in that event she is. So I got her up, because I figured it would only help in the battle for Naboo raid. But I also worked on her just because I need somebody to, like, waste ship energy on farming for gear and stuff. Like, for now I have Seer, so I have all this available that I can farm, but at the time she wasn't at gear 12 yet, so I needed somebody, so I just kind of randomly chose Luminara. Anybody else favorited up here that has anything new to them? Not really, other than Captain Tarpals. Yeah, everyone else is the same status as last month. I don't think anything really happened to my GLs other than him. I increased one of his mods to gold, purple. I think it was one. Yeah, I think he had one that was purple, now he has 2. C kind of sucks, but I was like, whatever. He is a GL. I guess he should get his stuff beefed up just because, you know, he is a GL. I have been thinking about maybe trying to get him to relic 8. Maybe that would make a difference. I don't know. I guess it couldn't hurt to try, right? I don't know. I think I got somebody else's mods over here beefed up a little bit more too, but I don't remember which one. Let's see. Was it... I don't know. Revan or something? I'm not sure. Grand Inquisitor? No. I don't know. One of them I did their mods. I know somebody random I did their mods of, though. But I don't want to do mods now. I gotta try to remember how many characters that I've worked on. Boss Nass, I think, hit Relic 7 this month. I don't remember how it ended last month, but I think this month he hit Relic 7. Oh, you know what else I just realized? I don't think I got any Omicrons this month. Unless it was the one for Gungan? I don't know. That one might have been last month, though. I don't know. I mean, with the changes they've implemented now, it's even a lower chance of getting Omicrons, so that's frustrating and annoying. Yeah, I'm looking through and not seeing anything. The only thing I can think of is whenever we find Eth Koth, he'd probably be my only other upgrade, because, like I said, I upgraded him to fulfill a bounty. I was looking at these guys down here too, Nihilus and Treya. I do want to get them beefier. Like, they're kind of pathetic. I know they're relic 5, but I'm like, man, they could be so much better. So I even started working on their mods. As you see, they're all green. Nothing special, but it's a little bit of a boost. Anyways, Eth Koth was in the same row as them. Here he is, relic 8 Eth Koth. Nothing special. His stats still suck. Speed 183. What is this, like a damage? 6332. Even though it's kind of pointless to work on him, like absolutely pointless, I figure A, battle for Naboo. He's supposed to be good against tanks. Droids. That's what his thing says. Stunning Jedi, extremely effective against droids. Well, battle for Naboo is all against droids. So I'm like, somewhere along the way, he's gonna be, you know, decent for, trying to see, yeah, block for 3 turns if the target is a droid. So, you know, he's gonna have benefits there. And obviously for the Rise of the Empire raid, he's beneficial to deploy or whatever. So even though he has no utility otherwise, he does have those 2 spots I can use him, so it's not a super loss for a Relic 8 upgrade. Let's see, just like my Jedi Consular, it's kind of pointless, but same situation as Eth Koth. I started working on his mods too as a joke. Just get him all beefed up for no reason. I figure he does have a ship, so what did this do to the ship? 72, 129. Oh. I'm still very disappointed with the Night Sisters. I got my Night Sisters all beefed up, Relic 7, and they still just, they kind of suck. It's like we have these events, or feats, I mean, in Conquest, and it's like, oh, win with, Night Sisters X amount of times, and my Night Sisters just always lose. I go up against a Gear 12 team, and we don't lose per se, but, like, we tie. We end up tying after 5 minutes, and it's like, how? You guys are all Relic 7. You're all Zated, you even have your Omicrons. Granted, they do nothing in Conquest, but still. And we're tying versus Gear 12? I don't know what happened to these Night Sisters that they suck. I remember at one point they were like OP and practically impossible to beat. Now they're just garbage. It's so annoying. It's probably because they got nerfed because of the new... why did it bring me back to the top? Because of the new Night Sisters. They want those ones to shine. Make the old ones look terrible and you want these new ones. Yeah, F you. How about we just keep them all the same? Anyways, you know what's something else I noticed that I don't remember who offhand, but somebody has artwork that looks changed, and I thought it was kind of funny. I wish I could remember who it was so we could point it out. Oh, yeah, that's something else random I did. I got Darthsidius mods all up to 6 top. I usually only do that when the character is relic status, but I was kind of out of characters to work on, so I was like, well, Scion, you're the lucky winner. Again, kind of like with the other 2 from the Triumvirate, I wanted to work on them, and he's part of it, so I was like, well, whatever, I'll get his mods up. Maybe eventually I'll get him to relic status. So, yeah. Kind of random, but that's what happened there. I was going to start working on Grief Karga's mods for no reason too, but now I have Tarpals up there, so hopefully he gets to relic status in time, and then I can just start working on his mods. I've been thinking about working on these other Wookiees, because in the Rise of the Empire event, or whatever, territory battle, there's one that says, you need to have Wookiees to complete the battle, and I was like, well, geez, I have 5, I just need to get a couple of them more beefy. I need to get Chewbacca up to Relic 7, at least, because they need to be Relic 7, and I just need to get Tarful up. The problem with Chrysanthemum is he doesn't really count, because usually I use him with the Hutt Cartel, because there's another node that has Jabba. So I was like, I could work on at least one of these other ones, Zalbar or Clone Wars Chewie. Clone Wars Chewie's worthless, so maybe do Zalbar, and then I could at least have a full team of Wookiees. That could be kind of cool. Or who knows, maybe even Vander Chewie. I never used him. Obviously, maybe he's decent. I don't know, but just one of them. But I guess that's a project for another day, because I get all this other crap to work on. Yep, take me back to the top. How annoying. Did I unlock any Conquest characters? I feel like I did. Who was the last one? Or was it a ship? No, I have Boba Fett, Sign of Django, that I should work on, but I don't have time for. I have Ben Solo, same thing. Got all this other stuff I'm working on. I guess not. I thought there was some character... Oh yeah, Admiral Trench. I just unlocked him this month. He's another one that I'm not able to work on. He doesn't seem that special, though. Anytime I go up against a Trench, like at first it was like, whoa, I don't know how to attack this guy, but now I've learned and he just seems easy. And it's funny, he only has 4 moves, 3 moves actually. One's just a unique. but it makes his Omicrons funny, because he almost has an Omicron on each move at this point. But yeah, I don't care about Separatists. I don't really care about him. I do want to work on Ben Solo and Boba Fett, though, but I'm too busy with other crap. Obviously, Cal's sitting here. I got to work on him for the event. And I got to do Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera could be a good choice, too, because for Rebel fighters, sometimes it's like Galactic Challenge or something. Complete the battle with a full team of Rebel fighters. And unfortunately, Mon Mothma works with Rebel fighters, but she herself is only a Rebel, which makes no sense. So at least he is a rebel fighter. So that would help you complete that feat. You put him in there with your rebel fighters, boom, bam, done. But that's going to be a lot of work too. I guess I do have to do it though, for the purposes of unlocking Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. But still, it's just like, another character that I have to work on. Not really one that I want to work on. You know, I want to work on Ben and stuff, but whatever, I suppose. Anyways, Gungan Phalanx, he's getting pretty close too, so that'll be cool. But I'm working on Tarpals for now, so I'm good. He can hit 7-star when he's ready. I don't really care. I was working on Padawan Obi-Wan before. I still want to. That's another one too. I forgot. I'm talking about working on the requirements for Star Killer. I might actually go back and finish off him. The reason I want to work on him is because, well, A, again, Battle for Naboo, but B, it's for his assault battles. I hear that once you get them both to Relic 9, the prizes are pretty good, so I wanted to do this. So for the longest time before I started working on Gungans, that's who I was focusing on. I had like a major in Padawan Obi-Wan and a minor in Master Qui-Gon. That's why he's at 37 out of 65. Not as much progress, but a little bit. So I might go back to working on them, actually. And then, yeah, anybody new that we unlocked? And probably just a bunch of stupid characters. Who do we have this month? Huang, right? We had Huang. You know what I noticed too at Walmart? It's not a toy, and it said Professor Huang. So is his name just Huang, or is he supposed to be Professor Huang? Is Walmart's toys overselling him, or is CG underselling him? Who else do we have? We didn't just have Huang. Was it her as well? Padawan Sabine Wren? Ugh, I don't like these dumb Spectre units. These characters were cool when they were just regular Phoenix. Now they're Spectre, and ugh. It's funny too, because like I don't like them, and it feels like the community doesn't like them either. It's kind of funny. Like I thought I was just alone, like just hating them for no reason, but I guess not. Oh, it looks like I must have got Captain Enoch up sometime soon to 4-star, because he's only at 1 out of 65. I'm not really working on him, but I guess that's cool. Speaking of working on, I'm also very casually trying to work on him. I do want to get him beefed up. I've wanted to since the day he had his marquee event. If you go back to that video, I thought he was cool then. But I'm working on so many other things, I can't focus on what I want to work on. And he'd be great just in general. He's a good character. He's good for Battle for Naboo. Like, ugh. But, I don't know. Where is he even from? Oh, yeah, he's farming Darkseid. Duh. That's why I do it casually. When I have the extra energy, I'll drop some on trying to farm him. I don't know. Anyways, my next conquest unlocks, as you saw, is going to be the ship. That's pretty cool. And then we have Terran Malicos. I'm kind of looking forward to him because now that I have Seer Junda worked on, I'm like, well, I guess he would work great with her. Of course, it's going to be another character that I'd have to work on, though. So I don't know, I might unlock him and he's just going to hang out for the meantime. But I'm sure he'd go good with Seer. That'd be cool. And yeah, I mean, that's the closest thing I have going on, other than anything that I can control, like Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. He might be next, and Jar Jar. Those might be my next two unlocks. And then we also had this doofus, which everyone was very disappointed in. And it makes sense. It's so random. A character that's in the show, in the movie for literally, what, 3 seconds? 3 seconds of a 2.5-hour movie, and you're gonna make a whole character on her? It doesn't even make sense. She's not even real. She was a hallucination that Rey was having while she was in the dark side area. So it's such a dumb character, and it's so weird too. Like, why are we going back to going back to, you know, the sequel movies? Like, I thought you were done with that phase. Like, they usually unleash characters during phases and stuff, not like go back to random. Oh, we're working on the Ahsoka show, but now we're gonna go back to Rise of Skywalker. Anyways. What is she supposed to be anyways? An SLKR lifter? So, I mean, I guess in that regard it's good, but it's just so random. Anyways. I mean, she's supposed to be an SLKR lifter, but she also has the Sith tag. So it's like, maybe she could secretly be a C lifter too. Who knows? Anyways. as I was saying, go back to this, because bonus energy, let's see, is he here? Sweet. Buy it, and buy it. So now we have Gungan Phalanx at 94 out of 100, and Tarples is ready to be a 7-star boy. Nice. Hey, Tarples, let's get it. Alright. This is actually some pretty good progress, because it is Sunday now at this time that I'm making this video and all that. And on Wednesday, which was Thanksgiving Eve, I was at my brother's, and my nephew he plays this too. He just kind of started, so I don't even think he's level 85 yet. But, you know, he was like making fun of me that I don't have Jar Jar and stuff, and I'm like, hello, kid, it takes time. I gotta get all these characters up to 7-star, and I gotta complete the event and all that. But anyways, at the time, Tarples, he was not this far along. I think Tarples was, I don't know, maybe at 80. I mean, that's still pretty far, but he was only at like 80, and now here he is only a few days later, and he's 7-star, so that's cool. And Phalanx is pretty dang close too, so that's good. And then it's just the journey towards Jar Jar, which I hear Jar Jar's event is kind of hard, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Let me just go in here real quick. What does he have? How many tiers is it? Okay, so it's a normal multi-tiered one. I wasn't sure if it was like Balin Skull, just one battle. It's multiple, but I hear it's hard. Like, people have been complaining in my guild chat, and I hear a lot of them are saying, I have to steal mods from everybody else to put them on here, change my loadouts, blah, blah, blah. Others are saying, oh, maybe if I got them to like Relic 7 or something, that would help, but I don't have the resources to do that. So I'm like, ugh, I hope it's not that hard. I hope they just, I don't know, suck. But probably not, knowing CG. It's just like the general Skywalker event. You have to be gear 12. But then when you enter that event, it's impossible until you hit like Relic 5. Then it's doable. So I'm sure this will be a pain in the cock, but we'll see. Hopefully by the end of this month, actually, I should be able to have everything ready to go. Even before then, I mean, hopefully within like a couple of weeks, so that'll be cool. And then let's see, one last thing. Mini Flint responded to both of us. You're welcome. Thanks for helping out the guild. And I sent him a message myself. Yeah, he just says, no problem. Thanks for helping the guild. Oh, sweet little Flint. Anyhow, I guess that's all I got for this month, other than these horrible changes that I can't really showcase at this time unless I was doing a new day, but whatever. So anyways, yeah, thanks for checking this out, and until next time, whatever comes next, I said see ya.